Welcome to Discovering.
Tonight is midsummer bass fishing at its best.
Looks like a good one.
Yep, smallmouth, nice one.
Plus, we catch some bonus species.
Drop shot's a pretty effective thing to use in a lot of different lakes for a lot of different species.
So sit back and relax. It's Monday night and it's time for Upper Michigan's very own Discovering.
The secret streams that flow beneath the cliffs of colored stone. Forest thick and healthy with birch and pine and oak. Surrounded by the greatest lakes this world has ever known. The black bear's awesome presence as he roams the hills and fields. Call of the timber wolf, the loon's lonesome trill. The eagle soaring high above, the trout lies deep and still. These are what I treasure, the only way I measure feelings that I have for this fine land. There is so much to discover when you're a long-time lover of northern Michigan.
On a beautiful summer afternoon, I met up with Colter Lubben and Hunter Swanson for some bass fishing on one of our many inland lakes here in the UP. Only a few casts in, and Colter hooked into our first fish.
First fish? Only go up from here. A little largemouth. Oh, it's a bluegill. A big one. Wow.
That's a big bluegill.
Not a target species, but that's a nice one.
What Colter failed to tell me prior to filming is that there are monster bluegill in this lake.
We'll throw it back for those guys out there who are, looks like they're actually fishing for bluegill. Maybe it'll swim over there for them.
That one?
I'll net it for you.
Good job on the net.
What you got there, Hunter?
A monster. New personal best right there.
Nice.
About a half-pounder.
If you recall, I had Hunter on the show this spring, and we were targeting walleye right after the opener. Hunter caught a lot of pike instead.
Hunter, what are you fishing for today?
We're fishing for bass today. We actually already caught some. Probably catch some pike today too. I'm pretty good at that.
You're good at that, that's why I brought you. So yeah, no, we're mostly targeting smallmouth and largemouth. This lake in the central UP has both largemouth and smallmouth. The reason I like fishing here is that actually the smallmouth get pretty big for an inland lake. You know, they're not like the bays to knock or anything, but you can catch fish over 4 pounds here, which is pretty unique for a central UP inland lake. So we're hoping we at least get...
There's the pike.
Oh,
I found you.
You got him. You can get that one yourself. You want me to net that for you? Or you got it?
Break the line.
Hunter, the pike slayer. Oh, it's got that. Oh, there's one. Feels a little better. Feels like better or like one of those. Shouldn't have said anything. This is actually like a good one for here. Pike slayers. Not what we're here for, but I guess they're fun nonetheless. We're fishing. Probably be legal, I would think. 25, 26. Throw it back to so Hunter can catch another one.
When you can see a bluegill from the drone, it's a big bluegill.
Dude, oh my goodness gracious, look at the size of this bluegill. Oh my Atlanta, look at this thing.
Is that a monster?
Whoa.
Well, that's a plate filler there. Throw it back to swim another day. See ya. It's your lucky day. You're going back.
There's one.
This might be another big bluegill. It is.
Oh my.
Look at that thing. That's a netter. It's a netter bluegill. A big bluegill there. Pretty one too. Yeah, I don't know what that is, but we want to guess? 10? I got a bump board in here somewhere. Just under 10. I think Master Angler's 10, isn't it?
I looked it up, and yes, a master angler bluegill is 10 inches. The guys are fishing with drop shot rigs, which use a sinker at the end of your line, a set distance below light tackle, to keep the hook and bait at that distance off the bottom. Think of it as reverse from your normal fishing technique of a hook at the end of the line with a sinker a foot or so above.
We don't want to act like it's overly complicated because it's not. It's just a weight with a hook. And you know, there's all sorts of baits that you can put on a drop shot. I throw a flatworm quite a bit. Yeah, just a Berkeley flatworm and green pumpkin. I use a lot out on Bays to Knock. It got really, really popular down in Sturgeon Bay when they did a big tournament there like 3-4 years ago. The smallmouth in the bay have seen a lot of flatworms, but they still like to bite them. If I take new people or people that don't fish a lot, I often have them throw a drop shot if it's not heavy weeds, because I wouldn't say the fish like hook themselves, but they definitely hold on to this bait for a while, so it gives them a chance to realize they have a fish on. So it's a really easy thing. I mean, it's used all over the Great Lakes for smallmouth. It's super popular. It's definitely not a secret, but it's really good for largemouth, smallmouth, bluegill.
How far do you have that weight down below your bait?
Yeah, so I would say 16 inches is my average that I throw, you know, below it. If it's super clear water, sometimes they say to have a longer one, but on average, I'd say like 16 to 18 inches is what I usually put it. And as far as, oh, there's another one. That one's buried in the weeds. And as far as like weight sizes, I just pretty much like to use the lightest weight I can, but still have bottom contact and feel the bait. And so today when we first got out here, it's really dying down now. It was pretty windy, so I had a little bit heavier weight. I don't even know what weight it actually is. It's probably maybe 3/16, but another small largemouth, but still fun to catch, and caught on a patch of weeds on a drop off. That's kind of a midsummer staple, is weed edges. So there's weed edges in pretty much all our lakes here in the UP. And they're relatively, you don't need, I mean, I've been on this lake a few times, and like obviously I have electronics where I can find them, but a lot of times, you can find them just through using, polarized glasses if you just cover in water, or you're throwing a bait and you start to get all dirtied up with weeds, there's weeds there. So electronics definitely help, but it's not, they're not needed in a lot of our, or in really any of our inland lakes in the UP. Like this lake, I don't know how many acres it is, but it's nice having electronics, but it definitely, in today's fishing world, it seems like everyone has the latest and greatest, but you don't actually need that to, catch fish in an inland lake, because they can't really hide from you. This lake's only so big. So just find where, the fish might be. And there's the obvious things like docks, like we caught some off earlier. Anybody can see a dock. And then there's weed lines. So there's fish to be caught no matter what kind of boat you have or what kind of electronics you have. So it's, there's a lot of inland lakes in the UP, and there's a lot of fish in most of them. So let's get out there and fish them, because it definitely beats working.
It's a walleye.
Walleye.
Grab the net. It's right there.
We're not allowed to catch any walleyes.
That's what they look like.
That is. I thought they were the silver
Didn't you film a
ones.
walleye show?
The silver ones with sharp teeth, right? What is that thing?
Nice.
Dinner.
There's never a dull moment with these two.
Looks like a good one.
Yeah, smallmouth. Nice one.
Nice one.
She's jumping! Net! Come on, Hunter, get the net! Holy cow!
Come on, dude. I don't have all day here. Can you get this thing up here for me?
Hunter, where were you on that? Nice inland smallie. Probably, I don't know, just under 4 pounds, probably. Yeah, I kind of caught it right off this point. There's a couple main points in this lake, and there's weeds that grow on the drop-offs. And midsummer, it's kind of the spot where the smallies are. A lot of them suspend, but some of them hang out on those weed edges. That's a nice one. Don't screw it up. Trolling motor's not moving, so you don't worry about it. It's coming up. Oh! That's a nice one. How many times do you want me to wait to net it? A couple.
Give me at least 2 or 3.
Okay. That's a nice one. That's a nice one. I don't know. You made that one seem a little bit bigger, but no, that's a dandy.
Yeah, I got one today. There we go.
Right species.
You hit it pretty hard? Or you just felt the weight there?
Oh, he smashed it, yeah.
Largie?
There you go. Largemouth. Just like Colter.
I didn't want to fish
What?
here, but Hunter insisted, so. He wanted to get a 12-inch largemouth.
What's a nice one?
Or is that a big bluegill? It's a big bluegill. Oh my goodness. Oh my. Look at that thing. Wow. You got one too? Oh, dude, look at the one with it. Oh my gosh, look at that thing, dude.
You got a hole.
Holy shnikey, look at him. Flip. Flip something, grab the screw.
I'll flip this one in.
Biggest largemouth so far. Not a giant, but good pick on the spot, Hunter. Yeah, so there's kind of this shallow weed clump over here, and I didn't want to go here, but Hunter said let's go up there. And I was just flipping around a heavy Strike King rodent, like right in the weeds. Looks like mostly, it's like a clump of cabbage, probably maybe 4 or 5 boats big. There's definitely some fish around there. He caught a couple nice bluegill, largemouth, and then when I was reeling that largemouth in, there was looked like almost a 4-pound smallmouth swimming with it. So like a lot of times when you're reeling in, I mean, it can be anywhere, but I get it a lot on like the Great Lakes, like, you know, Bays to Knock or Grand Traverse Bay, where you'll be reeling in a smallmouth and there'll be like another 1 or 2 or 3, or sometimes, you know, there'll be even more than that with it. And if you have somebody else in your boat, or if you put your rod between your legs and grab another rod and throw behind them, a lot of times you can get a double. I don't get it as much, at least I don't with largemouth, but definitely with smallmouth. It's actually really common. And it seems like the days that I have where it happens the most are when I don't have anybody with me. So no way to throw behind them. But so that's what I always tell people is, like, if you're reeling in a largemouth or a smallmouth and you're fishing with somebody, is just to, you know, grab a rod to throw behind it, like a wacky rig or a tube or a Ned rig or drop shot, something you can just throw behind them.
largemouth? Release for me too. There's one. No! Oh, what?
What happened?
I had one. Oh, that's a good one. Oh my. I don't know how far back it is. I think it's back. Is it right here? Yeah. Healthy inland lake smallmouth. Good day, we can go out and catch these.
Yeah, so we're on like a main point in the lake. It's be real obvious for anyone just because this water's pretty clear and it's a big point, and it's a really good spot for smallmouth, especially, I mean, they hang out on kind of on the drops during the day, but if you come here at night or right away in the morning, a lot of times you'll see them up here pushing bait on this sand flat, and they're always good places to fish, even if you don't have like electronics or anything. These points that you can just see with your, with your eyes are always good spots where fish seem to hang out. So, did you catch that right underneath the boat?
Yeah, well, I felt something. I thought it was a bluegill and I left it there.
Did you smoke it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where were you there, Colter?
Hey! He is long. That might be the best one of the day. There's. This could be one of those. Oh, no, is it really? Oh my gosh, look at this thing, dude. That is a monster. That is huge.
I think I got one of those.
Really? What's he got?
We gotta hold up our double if you don't lose it.
Pop off, come on.
That's not a trick of the camera. That bluegill is the same size as the largemouth. The amount of master angler sized bluegill in this lake is incredible. And now I know where to find them.
Weeds, there's usually something there.
Oh my God, look at that one. Dude, that one's bigger than the last one.
Is that even real? Well, that's a trophy bluegill right there. Pretty. That was probably my biggest one out of here. What do you got?
Good fish?
That is a fish. I thought I was snagged.
You see that hook set or lack thereof?
I thought I was snagged on the
what's
weed.
on there? Oh, wait.
It's heavy.
Is it?
Oh!
Nikes.
Yeah, I thought I was stuck on a log, dude.
Him got stuck on a log all day and he thinks it's a log.
He's
And
probably-
just starts swimming away from him.
He's probably barely hooked too.
I think that's definitely the biggest largemouth of the day. Yeah, that's a good one.
I thought it was a bunch of weeds or something. I'm pulling it because it wouldn't budge. Like I'm pulling on it.
That's a fish. Yeah, that was a good day. I don't know how many fish we caught, but how many you think we caught?
We're gonna have to run the footage back and count them as we go, I guess. I don't know.
A lot.
30 plus.
Caught a lot. We caught 6 different species, right?
Oh, rock bass.
Yeah, 6 river species, and pretty much all we did was throw a drop shot the whole day. So we got like 15 rods laying up here, and we used 2 of them. But it was fun. Now it's getting really nice.
Yeah.
The guys caught 40 fish in total, plus a couple that didn't make it in the net. Not bad for only a few hours of fishing. That's all for tonight, and I hope to see you right back here next week for Upper Michigan's very own Discovering.